back, everybody, to another episode of Polite as Fuck. Hope you guys are doing well. Happy Blackout Wednesday. We love this day. And in celebration of this day, we are going to start off with our top places we would want to get, like, really drunk.
Yeah.
Kick it off, Queen.
Okay, Queen.
Well,
I feel
I said that.
I feel like I just pick places that I like that I enjoy drinking. And the first one is the beach. Like, I love just drinking at the beach. That's such a good day to me, being in the sun. You can jump in the water when you want to. It's perfect.
That was mine. My last one was, like, the beach, always.
Yeah.
Like, just always the beach.
So am I going again?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. Well, the next one is the pool. But I was thinking more like a Palm Spring vibes. Like a resort type pool. Or like Vegas, I guess. Like pool day, you have a cabana, you're getting cabana?
Yeah.
Cabana?
Yeah, maybe cabana.
Cabana.
Dolce and Gabbana.
Because that just sounds lovely.
Yeah.
I'm excited to, when it's hot, literally go have a day at our pool.
Yeah. It looks so nice.
It's so nice.
My next one is Disney World. I love it there. That was so much fun to get drunk. I would highly recommend everybody go do that.
I had put, I think I just looked up and saw the little tree decoration, and I was like, a winter, like, festival, like a Christmas festival. But then I was thinking, because I was also thinking how you said Disneyland, it's like, I don't really love kind of being jumbled around with a bunch of strangers when I'm, like, trying to, like, have a good time with my friends.
Mm-hmm.
And if, like, I don't know, what I'm picturing in Disney World is, like, I'm trying to hang out and people are, like, coming in and out and you're in the way and you're having to move around and you're just like, ah!
Mm-hmm.
Did you feel that way?
No, because we were, like, constantly on the go.
Oh.
We, like, moved to one spot. Like, there was, like, a flow.
I guess that's true. Like, you're seeing things walking around.
Yeah.
So you don't want to be standing still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did have to, like, fight for, like, because it's Florida, obviously, and the sun is beating down on you, so we'd have to, like, fight for, like, a table every time we wanted to, like, get to the new spot. It'd be, like, one person would be like, take the stroller, go, go, go! Like, it would be this whole thing.
That's funny. Yeah. I've never been to a Christmas festival. I just made it up in my head.
So if you've been, let us know. My next one is, like, a sporting event. I feel like I don't really get drunk because the drinks are always really expensive. So I'm, like, there to, like, feel the energy and have fun. And then it's, like, a drink maybe, and then I'll leave. But I feel like I would really enjoy, like, a dedicated get drunk. Specifically a football game. But I'd take any sporting event.
We did get really high at the baseball game, and that was fun.
That was so much fun. I always think of that because I always see the baseball field the way that I saw it. Like, it felt like we were in the sky.
We were on Soarin', California.
Like, it
That's
was
what
crazy.
I think of. Have you been on that one?
No, I don't know what that is.
In California Adventure in Disneyland?
I don't think I've ever been there.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Disney Adult Who?
Yeah, literally. I told you guys, I don't know what I'm doing.
Just kidding. No, I was like, we're flying.
Yeah.
We're flying.
And the baseball field was, like, right, it was incredible. That was a great day.
I loved it. My next one is a mansion. A big house. Mm-hmm. Like, something where you can, like, another wing of the building and you're, like, in a new area and it's fun and you're...
Yeah.
It's nice when you are with people that, like, I love house parties because I like being with people that I know. Mm-hmm. I like being comfortable. I like feeling like I can go in the space and I'm not, like, in the way or taking up space.
Yeah.
Because I do enjoy going out, but I think this is bad. Unless I'm, like, so drunk that I don't care, it's when I'm in that, like, beginning phase that I'm so aware of myself.
Yes.
And how I am with everyone, and that I'm, like, like, trying to, like, not take up space.
Yeah.
And I just don't love that.
No, I completely agree. My next one is the Vegas Strip. Specifically, like, getting drunk while walking. I don't know if I want to be, like, inside of a casino. I just, like...
No, that's fun.
Just drunk walking. I love a good walk. I love
Open container laws. So great.
Those big-ass things, what are those called again? The slushy things.
Yeah.
Oh my god, those are the best. Everybody's drinking, smoking.
Yeah.
Oh, god, I love Vegas.
Free for all. It's so fun. My last one was camping. I feel like it's more just like you're out in nature, you can be wild and weird, and
yeah.
you're usually with not a lot of people, which I think is sometimes more fun.
Yeah.
Because then you are just like
More fun.
crazy.
Yeah. And then my last one is getting drunk in England, specifically with like beer drunk. I don't think I've ever gotten like beer drunk, and I feel like that would be really fun to like in London just have a pint or like 7 or however how many
I don't know.
beers does it take to get drunk? I feel like
I
want
want to have, what is it in Harry Potter beer?
butterbeer. Yeah,
We need to go to Harry Potter World.
I know. Anyway, yeah. I honestly, the list could go. I could get drunk anywhere. To be honest, I was really trying to think of like fun ones. You know.
What should we do this Blackout Wednesday? The day this episode comes out.
We should. Oh yeah, I meant to tell you, Sophia might be coming down for Thanksgiving.
Oh, fun!
So I don't know what day, but I told her that we'll be going down or going out on Wednesday. So I was thinking like back to Park and Rec, just as like a
Full circle
full
moment.
circle. But then I'm also like, should we try something new? I don't know.
We'll have to do some research.
Yeah.
Parks and Rec was fun.
Yeah.
Park and Rec, whatever it's called.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because it was like, it's a Wednesday night, but it was like popping and there's dancing and I love dancing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
who's to say? We'll report back
The
where we
following
end
week.
up.
Yeah. All right, what are we talking about? Oh, well, crazy that we're talking about getting drunk. But Blackout Wednesday is great and all, but the real holiday is Thanksgiving. And honestly, I know everybody has like really mixed feelings. That's not mixed feelings. Thanksgiving can be fucking dumb, but I do enjoy the opportunity to eat really good food, gather with like friends, and just kind of like start to reflect on the year and what I'm grateful for. Mm-hmm. So that's what we're talking about today. All the things that we're grateful for. And honestly, this is the first time, like I was just kind of looking over some of like our questions that we're going to ask. Mm-hmm. And this is my first time that I've really like reflected.
In gratitude.
Yeah. And not even in gratitude, but more so like, what did I even do this year? Like, yeah, what am I thankful for? Like, what happened?
Where am I?
So it's good a good little check-in for yourself too if you are where I'm at.
Wait, we didn't really decide. Are we doing this dice game or are we doing the journal?
The journal, well, I thought we could do the dice game, but instead of like actually rolling dice, because that'd be obnoxious, is kind of like go through. I just didn't know if we could like roll dice on the table, but I kind of liked these questions. Like they're very specific.
Yeah. Okay.
This isn't like a grateful one, but it's kind of something that I want to know. What is your favorite food for Thanksgiving? Like Thanksgiving dinner food?
Honestly,
your rolls.
No, I was gonna say sweet potatoes.
Really?
I feel like I love like sweet potato casserole. I love like any way they're cooked. And it's funny because like just like a plain sweet potato, I'm like it's not good. But with anything else, like with the pecans, with maple syrup, with whatever, I'm like, this is so good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I agree. I think that might be mine too.
That yours?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I love Thanksgiving. I love all the food. It's like all so good. But I feel like that's one that's like a special treat because I guess in all of that food I don't really have that often.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. This is just the first one I read. Share a kind thing someone said to you this year.
A kind thing someone said to me this year. Wow, why is it this hard? Like I know people like I'm sure someone said
no one's complimented me the whole year.
Something kind.
It's okay. Take your time.
I don't know. Kind is an interesting word.
Is there like a compliment or something that you remember?
The most recent one is like compliments on my nails, but that's not like a kind thing. I guess it was kind of them to say that.
Yeah.
When I think of like nails. Kind, I think of like, I don't know.
Like more like to you as a person.
Yeah.
Not like an exterior thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm sure they're said, so maybe.
I put a lot of money in my nails, so thank you.
We're gonna do another one because that was a fail. Name something that makes you feel cozy.
Ooh. Soup, tea, hot chocolate.
Mm-hmm. Those are good.
A blanket.
I was gonna say blankets and candles.
Yeah.
Like a candle burning and I'm like cuddled up. I'm like, oh!
Yeah.
With all the other things you said?
Yeah.
That sounds so good.
Oh yeah, my turn. I'm like looking off into
Next.
the distance.
Ask you
Continue
another
this interview. What's a skill you're thankful you've learned?
I feel like there's a lot. I am not like, okay, whatever. We don't always need to preface things.
Yes, we do. I want the beginning story, the middle story, and the after story.
All I was going to say is I'm thankful that I know how to be organized. And that's not to say that things like don't slip or whatever, but like I'm glad that when someone says something, I write it down and it's in my calendar usually. Or like if someone asks me to do something or if I make plans, like it's organized. Mm-hmm. And maybe scheduling specifically, like just recent events that have happened. I'm like, wow, I'm so glad that I don't do this. And that people know, I hope, that like I follow through with things or will communicate. Like if something comes up, like I'm not just gonna like not say anything.
Yeah.
So
I like that. It's a good skill to have.
What about you?
I'd say, yeah, organized, but more so like organization, like of things, like where things go. I love that. I was going to say reading. I know that sounds silly, but like making it a priority to read.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's nice to be able to like talk about books. I feel like that was a goal that I had for a while, that I wasn't really like reading or doing anything to think outside the box, and now I am a little bit, so I'm like, I just read this book, and I'm like, yes, I love saying that.
I know, you're like, I read the book club book. I was like, what? I haven't even looked
Technically,
into it.
I listened to that, but
Still
read it, sort of. Is that a thing? Like, do people get upset if you listen to a book instead of read it?
No.
Okay.
You retained it. What is a piece of clothing you're thankful for?
A solid jacket. I feel like I don't even really have one.
I'm so thankful I don't even know.
But you know what I mean? Like I would say like my flannel, but I can't use that in all.
Yeah.
But it is a jacket, but a solid like good layer that is you can wear with anything.
Staple, yeah.
What about you?
Honestly, this is like lame, but the first thing that came to mind is like good socks.
I thought you were going to say shoes, but yeah, but it's key.
It's key. And like if you've been on the journey of the training that we had earlier, like I tried toe socks. I tried everything because socks impact so much. And like having quality socks that keep you warm. Anyway, I don't need to explain it. You're great.
I was starting to think of, in Forrest Gump when Bubba starts like talking about all the things that you do with shrimp. And that's what I was thinking of. Socks that keep you warm. Socks that keep you cool.
Socks that are fashionable.
Oh, that's a good one. Share a family member you appreciate and why.
Family memory or member?
Member. So the word member is really weird.
A member of my family. Yeah, that is weird. Oh, this is hard. Whoever listens, they're going to be like,
I know,
why didn't you pick me?
I was just thinking that. To someone like totally like your seventh cousin or something like that.
Well, honestly, the first person that came to mind is my mom. And we've had a rocky relationship. But I know how hard she, like, tries to have a relationship.
Here it comes.
Yep. You knew asking this question. Like, obviously, everyone fucks up and does stupid things and whatever. But, like, I know that she cares and that she loves me and that she, like, checks in. And even though I don't see her all the time, like, I know that she's thinking of me. And that's, like, it's good to know that I, like, regardless, I can, like, call her or depend on her for anything. What about you?
I agree with everything. I think, like, you talking about that, like, my mom will, like, call me, and even if we haven't talked in, like, days, or and it'll go, like, a really long time, too, like, even a week, and she'll still, like, leave me voicemails, and it won't be this kind of, like, hey, like, tried to reach you, hope you're fine. It'll be, like, so, like, hey, checking in, I heard, like, on the podcast that you were doing this, or I remember today is this day, like, I hope you have a good day, I'm doing this, like, you know, some sort of, like, silly little da-da-da, and then move on, and it's, like, it's so special to be able to know that, like, even though I'm not able to answer the phone, or we're, like, keep missing each other or whatever, that it's, like, I have those, you know, I feel like those have always been, like, special. She'll go out of her way to send, like, a cute, like, GIF or GIF, whatever you say, and, like, still keep that communication even when we can't, like, talk. And so, yeah, to be able to know that, like, someone is always there, and that unconditional love, regardless of all of the, like, ups and downs that we've gone through, like, through a relationship. So I agree. Like, mom's my mama.
My mom's my mama. Wow, I'm glad you held that together.
Yeah.
What is a hobby you're grateful for?
Painting. I'm not the best at it, but I've really, like, dedicated some time this year just to, like, carve out space to just, like, paint and be silly and, like, do, like, arts and crafts, and I feel like a kid, and, like, it's not anything, I'm not freaking Van Gogh, but it's fun.
You are really good.
Thanks. But I'm like, it's fun, and, like,
Yeah.
it's become less of this, like, I'm trying to, like, do something for a class to be, you know, whatever, or, like, it's now more of just something fun, and I feel like I can explore and do different things with it, and it's fun.
Yeah.
So, yeah. What
I
about
love
you?
that. The first thing I thought of was coaching. And I feel like that was something that I did before I moved to San Diego, and I knew that I, like, wanted to get back to doing that. And so I'm glad that I've been able to, like, do that again this year. And it's like, honestly, it challenges me in a lot of ways, which I think is why I like it. Because sometimes I dread driving there, but I never, like, dread doing it. And it, like, pushes me to, like, talk to people and to, like, check in and, like, pay attention and remember names and, like, things that I appreciate when someone does, and it, like, allows me the chance to, like, okay, this is your time to do that and remember, and it's fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I have a good time.
I think you're a great coach.
Thanks.
What's something about your room that you love or that you're grateful for?
Well, my room is, like, so bare bones. I don't honestly, like, sometimes it kind of stresses me out going in there because I'm like, I don't know what to do with this space.
Same.
But I do love my bed frame. And doesn't matter that I spent a lot of money, but I did because I loved it so much, and it feels like high quality. Like, I love the wood. I love the aesthetic. I just really like it. And I'm glad that, like, this couch and that thing are really the only things I've, like, invested a lot of money into, and I feel like they're used and I appreciate them, and
They're high quality, and they, like, look high quality. They look really good. I love your bed frame too. It's very cute.
I'm asking it back.
Okay. I don't know, honestly.
What?
I was gonna say the dog bed.
Wow, I was gonna answer for you and say your plants.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true. Wait, what was the question?
Like, something in your room.
Oh, yeah. I do love my plants. But my thought was the dog bed, obviously, because it's where my babies sleep. But it's right now, like, I do like my bed. But it's like, I don't know, and having, like, the dog bed and being able to, like, go down there and, like, snuggle with them, and it's very comfortable.
It's
like,
a big dog bed.
It's a huge thing. I love it. But yeah,
it's so
plants
cute to see them cuddling.
I know. Even when they're, like, cuddling but not cuddling. Like, you guys love each other. Stop. Where
Don't act
Luna's
like you
like
don't.
on the corner and Bash is like on top of her. And I'm like, girl, Bash, come on.
She just needs affection. What is a piece of advice you're thankful for? Oh no.
No, I think, like, you know, in Meet the Robinsons, when it's like, just keep going or keep moving forward, whatever their slogan
Yeah.
is. Like, I think that is just a piece of advice I'm really grateful for because, like, with everything, everything gets better with time. And it's not that I've been like, I've had advice on like relationships and life and all of these things that I'm dealing with right now. But I think overall, it's like, I trust myself. I have a good head on my shoulders. I'll figure it out. It's everything is temporary. Just keep moving forward.
I like that.
Yeah, me too.
That's good. That's a good movie, honestly. I want to rewatch
good.
that. Who did I say looked like that little boy?
I don't
from
know,
that?
but that's hold up.
I just remember being like, why do they look identical? Just
Was
so
it the
tired.
guy from the bar? No, wait. I don't know.
I don't either. It doesn't matter, but funny. I don't even know if it's like specific like words of advice, but I feel like a big lesson for myself earlier this year in like my dating class that I was doing was around like being willing to like take up space and also like let things come to you. Because I feel like I am fully capable of doing everything. And I love that about both of us, honestly, that we can just like get shit done. And like, if I want something, I can go do it. And I can make it and I can figure it out and it's fine. But it's also like nice to have things come to you and to be able to have like the space to accept those things. Because I feel like I genuinely love like helping people or like doing things for people, but I was never giving anyone the space to do that. Or even like I would think about my ex and like I feel like sometimes I like demasculinized. Is that a word?
I think I know what you're trying to say.
Yeah, him a little bit because he would like do stuff for me and pay and then I would Venmo him. And it was just like, because I couldn't accept that like maybe he just wanted to like pay for something.
Yeah.
I was like, it's fine, like I can afford it, it's fine. I know I make more money than you, which is like, okay, dude. Who wants to be around someone like that?
Yeah.
So I feel like that's just something that I appreciate and it's like something I'm still practicing, but I'm glad that like, even in therapy, like this week, it was along the similar vein of like things I was bringing up. She's like, well, maybe do you have to be the one that is fixing that or solving that? And I'm like, I don't. I think it's just sometimes in my head, I'm like, if I did it, it'd be done by now. And so.
Yeah, that's so true. I love that though. I'm really trying to do that of just like taking a back seat, not passively, but just kind of like allowing that space and being open. But sometimes I'm like, no, doors are closed. A little bit of a deeper one. Can you describe a moment this past year where you felt overwhelming gratitude?
Oh, wow. I feel like I've had that a lot. I'm gonna cry.
I know, literally. Ooh.
Wow. We're not very affectionate, but when I came home to that letter from you, I was just like sobbing. Because like I love you so much. And I know that we like know that, but we never really like are like
Because our hugs are so hard.
And so I feel like I'm just really thankful to like live with you and to have this experience with you and like to know I'm not like judged in things or like that you're supportive in things, that you're in my corner. I can't talk, so on to you.
I'm not going to be able to talk either. Yeah, I don't I'm not great at like, I don't know, I just like think that people know how I feel about them, and I'm like, can tell them and send like emojis, but as far as like, I'm not a big hugger, like feeler, and, toucher. Even my, siblings and sisters are like that too. They're like, why don't you love me? And I'm like, I do, but just from afar. But I know that that's like important to them, so like taking the time to like hug Sophia, and like I know that like letters are important, and I was just like so proud of you, like just like the growth that you've done this year as someone who's like watched, like we live together, so like you see me in dark times and I see you in like your dark times, and to see like everything that you've done this year and like have it all come together and meet, it was just like, I'm like so proud, and I love you.
I love
so
you too.
But I think I think for me, like, there's, oh god, it's like moment will like live in my head forever and ever, but like the moment where we were at Ball and Chain for the first night in Miami when my aunts were there, and they were starting to kind of like change the like vibe, like it was not dinner, it was becoming like dancing, and we were all like, oh my god, what's going on? And everybody was just like so stoked, like the amount of like high fun energy that was like palpable in the room, and like being able to turn and see like my aunts, who I don't really hang out as much with them, like without my other like cousins being around. It was like special to have that time, and like to be able to share that with you, and like it wasn't necessarily a moment where we're like, oh, kumbaya, but it was like a moment, like I knew that I was like, I am grateful, and like it was overwhelming, but to be then able to like drink and dance and like be able to like put it forth into something was just like really special. And I don't know, I really, really loved that moment. I loved that trip.
That trip was amazing.
Yeah, so I would say that one.
That's a good one.
Okay.
And we're back.
And
that's crazy that was this year.
I know.
This has been like, it's crazy that it's November, but I'm also like, this has been the longest year of my life.
I'm ready. I'm so ready for this year to be done.
Okay, let's switch up the vibes. What's a song that makes you happy?
Oh my gosh. I'm not really in like my country vibe right now. That's only really like summertime. But like overall, the song, Heartache on the Dance Floor by John Parody or whatever, like makes me feel so happy. Like I'm just like like vibing. Like it's fun. It's a fun song. It's a fun like little country beat.
That is a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Summer vibe. Summer country, summer music. Summer country music.
Yeah.
Hits different.
I feel like I'm not really like listening to music that makes me like happy right now. It's more like sad and gloomy. No, just like like jazzy or like, I don't know, like winter vibes. I'm not necessarily like happy.
Like upbeat sunshine.
Yeah. Yes. What about you?
It actually came on in the car today. Anytime I hear Take It Off by Fisher, which is so funny. I just think about like dancing in Bill's backyard with like my friends and like jumping around and just being like,
yeah, that's a good one.
Or like the birthday party this year. I'm pretty sure DJ Carl played that.
DJ Carl. Reflect on a past Thanksgiving memory that warms your heart.
It's like I've always really liked Thanksgiving, even like growing up, but I think the first Friendsgiving, or maybe it was the Friendsgiving like 2 years ago, where I felt like for the first time, like I was like, these are my friends, like people that I love and enjoy being around, and like this is like a community that I have, and I'm so thankful. And it was just like wholesome and happy, and I don't know, that's all I can think of.
I love that.
What about you?
I really did enjoy Friendsgiving last year. It was my first, honestly, I think it was like my first Friendsgiving. That was fun. I would have enjoyed it more if I wasn't so ill. Like
That
I've
was
never
so
been so sick before in my
crazy.
life from drinking. That is crazy that that happened. And I feel like I've had some pretty crazier nights than what we had. And I
Yeah.
was, so I would have definitely, we're going to do it better this time. We'll
Yeah.
actually eat dinner.
And not drink a bottle of wine before we take disgusting spicy margs and shots.
Shots and who knows what else. But growing up, when my parents were still together, we almost always did Thanksgiving in Georgia with my mom's side of the family, and it
Oh, that's
became
cool.
like a very like big part of like a staple in my family. That was something different than like the Cuban side. And I just really enjoyed those moments of like seeing the fall colors, having the family like one of my uncles would deep fry the turkey, the other one would cook it, and it would be like a challenge
Oh,
and like
fun.
baking the pies from scratch and like being the one to like help do like the apples, like peel the apples. Like everybody had a task. There was always a bunch of people. It felt very hallmarky, and I loved that. And then earlier, or a few weeks ago, actually, I was able to catch up in person with one of my aunts on my mom's side. And so that was nice to, technically she's my cousin, but I just call her my aunt.
Everyone in your family is like
everybody's an aunt.
technically something else,
Yeah.
but you just call them.
We just call them
My
something else.
sister is technically my cousin,
just-
but she's actually my sister.
Literally. And so it was nice to catch up with her and talk about like, oh, do you remember when like we got, blah blah blah, and like, talk about memories and stuff.
Yeah.
So that was special.
I love that. So technically what we just did is supposed to be like a dice game. It's called the Gratitude game or something, and you can like roll dice and whatever the numbers are is a question, which is cute, but that sound in the mics would have been so obnoxious.
And to cut that out every time. Oh god.
And then when the dice like fall
Fall.
off the table, yeah, we're not doing that.
We just like throw them to the back of the couch.
But Ellie also found some journal prompts that we're gonna close out with that are a little different.
A little deeper.
A little deeper. Okay, since you're listening to sad music, how does the change in seasons evoke feelings of gratitude?
Gratitude? Damn, that's fucking hard. I thought, yeah. I
Evoke
don't know.
sadness.
Yeah, I was like, let
me
me
tell you.
step up. I don't know. I do think that this time of year does make me feel very grateful because I'm like hunkering down and being in my own space and like saving up like time and energy and like what I'm doing because I'm not really like going out and it's cold and I don't really have anything else to do. So I'm like, damn, I'm grateful for summertime. I'm grateful for
Okay, put that on the record.
I'm grateful for daylight, it's things like that. So I think recognizing like how good everything is, and then also being able to enjoy this time of year. Always like I just enjoy like the little moments of like the little sunshine in the morning, or like the little like dinners that we get to have, or small shit like that. Cutesy stuff.
I feel similarly. I think because you're like hunkering down, it's like I want to have like quality intentional time, and like the small things I do appreciate more. Not that like I can't feel like grateful for like going out with like friends and stuff in the summer, like having beach days, but I feel like the dinner we had the other night, like that was so wholesome. And I feel like maybe not something we would have done if it wasn't this like season.
Yeah.
You know? Like we
'Cause we
probably would
would've
have
been-
just like gone to the beach or like grabbed a drink or something, which is
Yeah.
also great. But I feel like it's like more quality time with people that you like want to spend time with,
Yeah.
which is good.
You're actually like forced to talk to them too, so which is good. Sometimes I'm like, oh god, I don't know why I say the things that I say. That's why he left, and I was like, I just disassociated that entire time,
Oh my
and now
God.
everything is like flooding in on like how I acted and what I said, and I'm like,
Ellie's really good at juggling.
I was literally just thinking about that, and I was just about to say, and those poor lemons or limes. Okay. Reflect on a personal growth area this year and how it led to gratitude.
I think a personal growth area this year has been finding balance between like work and the things I enjoy and my own life, and it's still something I'm like working on, but I do think that even like the last few days where I'm like, I'm not being like, my time isn't being respected, and I am not going to bend over backwards to do things for people when like it's not reciprocated, and like not feeling like this need of like, I've always felt like I need to be like the perfect like student and like get all like, if I can get 100%, I need to get 100%. If I like, I need to study, I need to try hard. And there's not that I'm like not caring as much, but it's like I think I'm learning how to like understand and make decisions with my own energy of like, when is it worth my time and when am I being like taken advantage of?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not the greatest at it, but I think I've definitely like, we've talked about it even last year or the year before about like my other job and like how I like killed myself working there, and I was like, yeah, I learned so much, but I really don't think until I've like now am balancing like another job and volunteering and friendship and things that I'm like, okay, I can do more and I'm willing to like sacrifice one thing for the other, but is that going to be appreciated or valued, and like what is that getting me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do. I do. I agree, but my mind kind of went towards when I was like, I am single, but when I was like dedicating time to just be by myself, mm-hmm. during that time, there was always this like voice in the back of my head saying like, this isn't right. Like you shouldn't be by yourself. Like it's like, like go find someone. So there's always this need. And that was one of my goals for last year, I think it was this year, is like to not leave every fucking outing or event and be like, why wasn't I noticed? Why didn't I get someone's number? Why didn't I do that? And I felt like I was doing so well and I was in a great like spot of like, I am okay and this is fine. And then that kind of like opened the doors. And I think then like, instead of like sitting in that moment, I like then was like, oh great, I'm free. And then all of my boundaries fell away. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I am grateful for that time and space, but then it's also like the continual learning of like, yeah, you may have like a personal reflection, that's great, but like you kind of still have to like work on it. It's not like an ongoing, or it is an ongoing thing. Mm-hmm. So mine is a little bit more like selfish than yours, but it is like,
no, I think that's good.
Yeah,
there were some, I mean, that's kind of what I was trying to get at. It's like, yeah, I feel like this has been a good lesson, but it's like not even close to being like learned. Mm-hmm. Like figuring that out is still hard. Yeah. Or like learning aspects. I guess the awareness of it is like the biggest thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, this is cute. Describe an everyday object that reminds you to be grateful.
I was gonna say my dogs. Aww. I don't know, they're like not really objects, but like kind of the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like they're just so precious and like, oh my god, Ellie, stop, like literally about to cry. They're just like, time is so limited, and to be grateful for like the little things, because I have this like little ball of two balls of fluff that like are so excited to see me. Like I am their whole, okay. My dogs. I'm very grateful for my dogs.
Oh, well, I don't have any living things dependent on me, but
your plants.
Sorry, girls. I do water you, but honestly,
they're looking good.
I think standing in front of that window, mm-hmm. but in front of our sink, like when I look out, it like makes me like take a deep breath a little bit, which is kind of crazy because I feel like our other place had windows, but I feel like there's definitely a lot more light. I don't know. And like being in the kitchen sometimes is like stressful for me. Yeah. And so when there's a sink over our window, or there's a window over our sink. Okay. And
we're done. We're just like so
you get it. It's fine. We're grateful guys, okay?
No, there is like, that window is very special. It's nice. Good energy, good light.
Thanks.
I thought those were good.
I did too, yeah. I like that. It's like, honestly, before this episode, I was like, I don't even know how I'm going to be, like, thankful right now.
Yeah.
I was in such a grumpy mood because people are sometimes silly. But there is a lot to be grateful for, and I think it's good to, like, have an intentional moment in the hubbub of the holidays.
Hubbub of the holidays. I like that. Yeah, like I said, I have not even really, like, so I have not journaled in months. I have not really done any sort of, like, self-reflection on the year. I think it's just been, like, so many things been happening this fall, and I'm almost kind of, like, I don't want to reflect. I'm, like, ready for the next thing, but it's good to kind of step back, especially for the sake of, like, being grateful, because time is so precious. Like, I shouldn't wish my days away or wish the year away, and this year was filled with so many great moments, and my nephew was born. Like, I went on a trip with my sister. I went on a trip with you. We've been planning for a while. Like, so many incredible things happened this year that I should take time to be grateful for those things and be excited for the year to come. So I was glad that we were able to, like, make this space. And now I'm like, oh yeah, wait, so many things did happen.
Yeah,
this is crazy. I didn't even think of that.
Year in the mix of the chaos. But
Yeah. Definitely.
Grateful for you guys, grateful for the pod. Always. And if you're grateful for us, go follow us, like, subscribe, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. I almost said Facebook. That was like a weird blip. We do have Facebook, but I don't, if you're on there, sure.
Go for it.
Anyway, we will see you guys next week. Have a good Thanksgiving.
Bye guys, see you next week. Bye.